everyone, welcome to another long time coming video on my channel. If you're new here, my name's Camilla and I do brush lettering and I like making artsy craftsy videos. As you would have gathered from the title of this video, I'm going to be going through brush lettering for beginners, assuming that you've never really attempted or tried brush lettering before. I've also had a few requests to do a video like this, so I'm finally doing it and I hope you enjoy. So first you will need some materials. The most important thing you'll need is a good reliable brush pen. So all the different types and brands of brush pens will have different size tips on the end, and therefore some will be easier to write with than others. When starting off, you want to go with a brush pen that has a very small tip. When I started off, I used the Pentel Sine brush, which is this one here. That's what it looks like. It's available at Officeworks if you live in Australia. I'm not too sure about other countries, but you'll probably be able to find it somewhere. I have also discovered a brush pen more recently, so when I was beginning with brush lettering I didn't know about it, but now I do. And it's the Tombow Fudenosuke hard tipped pen, which is this one here. This one isn't stocked at Officeworks for all the people in Australia, but you can buy it online. I will link in the description box to the shop that I bought it from. And as you can see, the tip there is really small, and so it's really easy to control when you're starting off. So those are the two pens I would recommend, the Pentel and the Fudenosuke. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So those two there. So once you're a little bit more confident with the smaller tipped pens, you can move on to bigger pens such as the Zebra mild liner brush pens, which is this one here. You may have seen it in some of my other videos. Or these Faber-Castell ones. Alright, it's a bit hard to focus, but that's what it looks like there. These ones are at Officeworks. The mild liner, you have to get them online. I will also link in the description as well where you can get them from. So getting into the larger tipped brush pens, once you are a bit more experienced, one of the most popular brush pens to use is the Tombow dual brush pen, which is this one here. This is at Officeworks actually, so really easy to find. And lots of stores have it. I'm not too sure about other countries again, but they definitely would because it's such a popular pen. That's the tip there. See, it's much bigger. It's also worth practicing with a bigger brush pen, even if you're not super experienced, just so you can get the feel of it. So there you go, I've actually just laid them out on the table for you, and I will add some captions in here so you know which pen's which, and these are the ones that I would recommend for all the different stages as you progress. The other material you will need is some good quality paper. To prevent the brush tip from fraying quickly, using smooth high quality paper is recommended. You can still write on normal paper, I just recommend it to prevent the brush tip from fraying as quickly. So when I started practicing, I used a Rhodia dot pad, which is this one here. But any high quality paper is suitable really, up to you. This one is probably around $10 at Officeworks, which is pretty good. You get heaps of them. I've actually nearly finished it. This was the pad that I used when I started out. See, as you can see, lots of just practicing there. Alright, so now you are ready to start writing. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is the difference between thick and thin strokes. Thin strokes require minimal pressure on the paper, usually when drawing a line upwards like this. And thick strokes will require you to push down on the brush tip more, usually when drawing downwards, like that. In terms of how to grip your pen, it's different for everyone. At the start, just grip it like a normal pen, but the main thing is to make sure to hold your pen on an angle. Don't hold it up straight like this. Hold it like this on a 45-degree angle. That'll allow you to vary between the thick and thin strokes. So firstly, you're going to want to practice just varying between the strokes. So do thin strokes upwards, maybe 5 in a row, so not much pressure on the paper, and then 5 strokes going downwards with a lot more pressure on the paper. So you just want to keep doing that so you get used to it. Okay, so once you think you've mastered the thick and thin lines and the varying pressure on the paper, now we can progress from a straight line to curved lines. So the way I did it was practice going up, we're doing upside down V's. So up, nice and thin, down, thick. Up, thin, down, thick. So just do that. Try and stick to the dots as well. Now I've just done this, 5 or 6 times to show you, but you should probably be doing it over 20 or 30 times. And what I used to do is once I'd finished it, I used to circle which part I liked the best and which one I was most happy with. And it's something to go off for next time. So as well as the zigzags here, some other letters or some patterns I recommend drawing is, this one's quite similar, but instead it's a curved line. So up, thin, down, thick, just like that. Up, thin, down, thick. Up, thin, down, thick. And then once you've got that, you can even try and join them together. Like that. And lastly, the last kind of pattern that you want to practice is, once you've mastered these ones, is just a circle. Okay, so the way I do a circle is start at the top. And remember, the downstroke is thick. And then when you get to halfway, this point here, we do a thin stroke. So start from the top, thick all the way down to about halfway, then lift the pen off the paper more and do a thin stroke. So keep practicing that every single day for 10 minutes, and then you should be ready to try some letters. So I can concentrate on going through the alphabet without rushing, I'm going to actually do a part 2 of this video, which I'll upload in about a month or so. So once you have got the basics mastered, come back and watch my part 2 video. Okay, so the main things to take away from this video is, firstly, start off with a pen with a small tip. When you're beginning, it's much easier to control. Secondly, find yourself some good quality paper with dots on it as well to help you stay within the margins when you write each letter. So the third tip is to remember that upstrokes are thin and downstrokes are thick. So applying more pressure. So tip number 4 is to keep just practicing simple brush strokes that will get you more used to it. So ones I recommend are just the straight lines, so practicing downwards and upwards. By the way, I'm sorry about the shadow. I will be getting a ring light at some stage, but for now I'm just using my lamp. So we've got the straight lines, then try the upside down V, so just like this. Then the U, upside down U, this. And then finally, the last one I would recommend to do is a circle. So starting off thick, going down halfway, lift it up more, and go thin, like this. And my last tip of all, number 5, is to just practice, keep practicing, circle the one you like the most, so one that you want to aim for each time, and pretty much just don't give up, even if it seems like at the start you were really bad, because I know that's how I felt when I started. But yeah, I just, even 10 minutes a day before work, I'd sit in the car and practice. So keep on practicing. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. I really appreciate your support, even just watching it. I hope you've come away with at least 1 or 2 tips, or like a motivation to even just pick up a brush pen and try brush lettering. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my Instagram, which I will put somewhere on this video. And look out for part 2, which will be coming soon. I'll give you some time to just practice that, just the things we went over today. And thank you for watching.